You very quickly, John, about the U.S. service member's mother and uncle who were safely freed thanks to a rescue operation from Gaza. It happened in the last several days. I know the U.S. military was not directly involved in this. Can you tell us what role the U.S. played in any way, how this came to be, how the White House became aware of the situation? What, if anything, can you tell us about those circumstances?
Yeah, Peter, well, first of all, we're glad they're out. I'd couch this more as part and parcel of an ongoing effort that we have had working with Israeli counterparts and the Egyptians to allow for safe passage of Americans out of Gaza. I mean, this is part and parcel of that larger effort.
So this being related to a U.S. service member didn't make it any different than any other American you would be trying to get out? Because it's not clear. I think the uncle was a U.S. citizen. It's not clear that the mother was. I just didn't know if there was any unique circumstances here.
No, certainly considered them for all intents and purposes. Of course, considered them Americans, and we're glad that they're out. There was no U.S. military involvement here. This wasn't some sort of special operation to get them out.
Understood. Then if I could ask just one other separate question. Would the U.S. support Israel if it pursued and killed members of Hamas leadership in another country within the bounds of international law, say if it happened in Qatar?
I don't want to get into specific hypotheticals here. We could go down.
Right responsibility to do it as long as it's within international law. So would that also apply to Qatar?
We could go down a lot of rabbit holes here, Peter. I'm not going to get into hypotheticals. As I said, they have a right and responsibility to go after Hamas leadership. Our expectations are that they'll do that in accordance with international law.